We're here with Francesca Ruiz of Cassanova Was a Woman.
Yep.
Okay, tell me, Cassanova Was a Woman. What is the story about?
Casanova Was a Woman is a romantic comedy with a wild twist. It's not a coming out story. It is a story about the B in the LGBT community.
And if you're doing that initials right now, it's the B, bi.
Bisexual, yes. So Casanova is a married woman who falls in love with a woman that she's in a play with, and it kind of takes you through the trials and tribulations of figuring that out. It's almost a coming of age story a little later in life. Can a 35-year-old Latina woman be sexy, be viable as an actress, be bisexual, monogamist?
She's Latina too, right?
She's Latina, yes. She's Cuban, but she is 5'7", blonde hair, blue eyes, Amazon of a woman. I'm also Cuban, not 5'7", blonde hair, or blue eyes.
I noticed that.
So it's, you know, these stereotypes. So the movie raises a lot of questions around these kind of social structures we have with labels, with what our place is and all of that. And the B is kind of the most ignored part of that acronym. Right. Ignored and ostracized. You know, the community that promotes unity and promotes equal rights often says, well, that's just being sexually fluid and you're not making a decision, and they don't take it as seriously. Right. So how do you find your place in the world in that?
And this is a funny film, you know. They've got a lot of awkward moments in there, as could be imagined. It's done well in several film festivals, and now here it's in La Femme. You know, what's that like?
It's really amazing. I mean, the film came out with tiny little budget, and they got
tiny. Can you say
really
under 10 million?
Under $10 million.
Okay, right.
Tiny little budget for a feature, and they got Kevin Arbouet on board to direct, who was the former VP of Lee Daniels Films, and he just fell in love with the script, and he did an incredible job. They had 90 scenes to get done in 14 days in 17 locations.
That's a lot of locations.
It's
That's like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in the world is Casanova? Yeah, they did a lot of work in those 14 days and got it done and stayed in budget, and then raised the budget for post and through crowdsourcing. And yeah, the two leads in the film, Jezebel Montero and Margot Singhalese, have a theater company also called Kismet Theater, and they raised funds through there and then got post done, and it's kind of been a whirlwind. Once they got it out there, we've been in five film festivals, won 3 awards.
Each one has a theater, so
each
that's
one has a theater.
Right.
It plays in a movie theater. 5 film festivals already. They've won 3 awards. And they're just loving it and seeing where this little movie takes them next.
And what's the feedback been, you know, for those that go and see this, and, you know, maybe they don't talk about the B word often, but, you know, now it opens that dialogue.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely opens the dialogue, and I think people go into it not... The movie is so entertaining on its own that even if you don't get the social commentary that's going on, it's hysterical. Like the last time I watched it, I had to be told to calm down because it was just hysterical. It's laugh out loud funny.
Good, actually.
You know,
so how many times have you seen it?
I've seen it a few times, probably 3 at this point.
It's hard usually to get through the second time if it's like on the fence. So that says a lot.
It's a great film, and it starts conversations. You know, it just gets conversations out there, even being gay in Latino culture. You know, that is enough of a stigma on its own. There's so many little things it touches on that it starts conversations, and it's done so subtly that it reaches a broad audience. I mean, it's the concept of this woman figuring everything out, and she has this naked man that follows her around, played by Paolo Andino, who is
appropriate.
He's imaginary.
Right.
So she imagines this naked man following her around, and he plays her moral compass, and he kind of devil's advocate and everything, and makes her kind of check her center when she's going through things. So you get to see the ethics of it out loud. And
I need a naked woman to follow me around and give me my conscience.
There might be a naked woman at the end.
Okay then. All right. Part 2. All right.
We'll throw that in there.